Growing up, we have all loved zoos, from school field trips to going with our families. We've all loved going and visiting the animals and seeing things we'd never see normally. But the next time we go to the zoo, we should know that there are problems with these zoos. I mean, maybe not ours because ours is such a big zoo, but zoos all around the nation are terrible for animals. There are 3 reasons why zoos are bad for animals. First, the deprivation of their natural habitat. Second, the stress animals are put under. And third, the compromise to the animal's health. Some would say that zoos are good because it's protecting animals from going extinct. But if they're stuck in cages in zoos, are they really being protected from going extinct? We will look at the deprivation of their natural habitat. The safest place for an animal is in their natural habitat because they're allowed to adapt and change to their environment. This makes it easier for the animals on them and not as bad for their health. It allows animals to be able to hunt and be active in their natural habitat. According to World Animal Protection article, they said whether it's posing with an animal for our own enjoyment or killing an animal, zoos are there to make money and not protect the animals. So that's why they should be left in their natural habitat. Next, we have the stress animals are put under. Imagine if everything you did all day was watched under everybody's eye with a huge crowd around you. You wouldn't like it. A lot of these animals are left hurt and in pain, and often can lead to self-harming. According to a PETA.org article, animals in zoos are often sold to circuses. And we all know circuses are rude and mean to animals and put through things that they don't want to do. A lot of animals are pace around their cages seen in that first picture. And while us as kids might think it's cool to see these big animals walking around, it is often really bad to see them pacing around because of how much stress is put on them. Of course, there are some good types of stress that animals need in the wild, like having to hunt and survive. But the stress put on animals in the wild is a lot better than stress put on animals in zoos. Next, we will look over the compromise of their health. The health problems is that zoos create on animals is it creates animals to be depressed and have anxiety, which can cause infections and bone problems with them that allow them not to live for very long. A lot of these animals, like elephants, are shown to live much longer in wild because they need so much space to walk around. And in zoos, they just don't have the space allowed to walk around as much as they need. Smaller zoos that aren't as funded also have even less room, because we've all been to one of the best zoos in the country where there's lots of room, but a lot of the zoos don't have the funding or the attention on them like ours do. This was why zoos are bad for animals, because of the deprivation of their natural habitat, the stress animals are put under, and the compromise to their health. And that's why the next time we go to the zoo, we should be thinking about the animals and not thinking about us. Thank you.